Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time y'all watching this, man. It's Marquis Walker, aka Cevere, aka Cincerely Yours, man. What's good, man? Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, man. Share this video, man. You see the title, John Jiggs with the $, man. Produced by Kevlar 96. They put out an EP called The Preacher's Son, man. We going way back, going to the vote, November 23rd, 2021, man. Let's get into it, man. The EP is about 16 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's say 17 minutes flat. John Jiggs with the $, is from Long Island, New York. Grew up in Long Island with his moms. He used to visit his brother and sister in the Bronx, where his pops used to supposed to pick him up. And that's how he kind of fell in love, because I believe his brother was a DJ. And so they used to battle. He used to make John Jiggs battle, you know what I'm saying, rap. So he fell in love with music from his moms in Long Island, and he fell in love with more of rap with his brother in the Bronx. Let's talk about it. November 23rd, man. EP, 6 tracks. Number 1 is called The Arrival. This is fully produced by Kevlar 96. Shout out to Kevlar 96. Great sounds, great production on this EP. Now, The Arrival, you find weakness in a loud person. This is, I just took a clip off one of his bars, John Jiggs, and I like to take clips because I like to emphasize on them. You find weakness in a loud person. You usually do. The little yappity dogs, you know what I'm saying? They're usually loud, the Napoleon complex. I used to have it. I ain't gonna lie without, I was short, man. I used to have it. When I was young and I was like calling myself being in the gang, I was the one that, that carried. I tried to carry a lot and I was ready to pull out in an instant. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I had the complex myself. But yeah, the fine, you find weakness in a loud person. So maybe I was weak back then, you know what I'm saying? But I'm strong now. I got more manly characteristics, man. So shout out to John Jiggs telling people stop talking loud and saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ghetto Boys, Willie D and all them. But anyway, man, the beat is fire and rings in your ears as Mr. Jiggs arrives, delivers, and departs. This is a fire record. A start. Shout out to the arrival. Shout out to how it begins. The arrival, how he arrives on the EP. Number 2 is Righteous featuring Shabaam, Sahdeeq, and Ethemadassassin. Shout out to Ethemadassassin. I'm familiar with him. Not familiar with Shabaam, Sahdeeq, but he did his thing on this track. So John Jiggs continues fly talk, this time with a couple of other rappers that carry their own torch. So they did their thing on here. The soulful track gives them a platform to spare and rhyme righteous. You know what I mean? Number 3, Manslaughter. John Jiggs is outside like Franklin in Snowfall. He's outside. You know what I mean? Like Franklin, His street tales relate to slaughtering the game, women, and the haters out there. It's not manslaughter. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what he did out there, but he's at least talking about the game, what he had to do, in the street, selling the yang, the yeah, yo, you know what I'm saying? And doing his thing out there. Let's go to number 4, Bad Guys featuring Bad Seed and Swab. This joint is another stellar cut with various MCs, and the production's dope. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. That's off of Scarface. I just thought about it because it said bad guys. Scarface is just quotable. John Jiggs connects with Bad Seed and Swab to take over the streets of New York. The beat is dreary and dark, and allowing the rappers to reflect that energy, man. So shout out to Kevlar, man. He's doing his thing on his EP. Like, subscribe, notification bell again. Share the video, man. Get the gear. Get the book. Stop playing, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, 2 left, and then just have to buy them without signatures. I only got 2 left to sign. The rest, if you buy it, You're just gonna have the book, man, without signature, man. Severe's Chronicles, Volume 1, Volume 2. Just talked to the publisher today. Volume 2 is coming out, baby. All right, let's get into number 5, man. Stop playing, man. Let's get into this EP, man. Continue. Number 5 is called Onions. Kevlar 96 cutting up these samples and keys like onions as John Jiggs continues to lay down an appetizer on this track. A short, he just gave us an appetizer. He didn't give us a full meal with bars. He just gave us a quick appetizer with some onions on the side. You know what I mean? Number 6, Preacher's Son title track. Love this track. I like this track. It's a highlight of the EP as well as the track, The Arrival, the first track. So the first and last track is my favorites. R.I.P. to his pops. R.I.P. to his father. It's funny because I read an article on him speaking on his father, how his father, the reason he was with his brother and sister most of the time, because his father was supposed to pick him up. But, sometimes he didn't pick him up, so he just kind of chilled with his brother, you know what I'm saying? And not saying luckily his father didn't pick him up, but he probably wouldn't be the rapper he is today if, the situation didn't happen. We ain't the people who we are. My father, wasn't around either, so I'm probably the man I am today because the lack of him being there in my life. So, but R.I.P. to his pops. The street spiritual song. This is that street spiritual song. So 2021, MXNXPXLY. I think is it Monopoly, but X's music. I gave this album. This is when I used to rate albums. I still rate albums, but I gave this album a 3.7 out of 5. If you're wondering, it's an EP, and this is in 2001. It's funny because I have like tons of these composition notebooks, right? And I was looking through them today. I probably got like 7 or 8, maybe 9. I don't know, right? And I'm like, man, I got a lot of albums to review, a lot of EPs to review, going all the way back to 2001. I finished all the ones from 2020, I think. I'm working on all the rest from 2021 and then beyond. So I know we're in 2023. Shout out to Hip Hop 50, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta go back. And there's a lot of artists that, you might not think I'm gonna, review your album or your EP, but I am. I got it in the pages. If you made the pages, I'm gonna go back to it and review it no matter what, because I liked it at one point and I'm going to review it. So just like John Jiggs and Kevlar 96, The Preacher's Son, the EP, I didn't forget about you, man. I know you got some new stuff, John Jiggs. I know you got some new stuff, Kevlar 96. Y'all tap into these artists. Y'all tap into the features as well. And get into their new music as well, man. But tap into the discography as well. So, all right, man, I'm getting out of here, man. Love over hate. I love you guys, man. Appreciate it. Support. Get the gear. Get the book. Come on, man. Stop playing. One love. Love over hate, man. One love.